Hello guys, in this video I'm going to be going over how this 20-year-old kid Brez Scales is making more than $300,000 a month with selling his high ticket coaching offer. And I'm going to be going over step by step how he's getting traffic, how he is getting high quality leads from the traffic, and how the process from actually collecting the lead and closing them looks like. So sales process. Yeah, so we are going to be covering the whole process from getting traffic to closing them step by step. So if you are an experienced coach selling high ticket coaching offers, and if you want to scale to 100K a month, you can just watch this video and implement some of the systems that I'll talk about in this video. And if you aren't a coach right now but you want to sell high ticket offers, you can just implement the whole funnel or the whole system that we are going to cover in this video, and I guarantee you that you will make some sales definitely. And just a quick heads up, guys, if you want my help implementing any system or I'm going to cover, or just want help in general with scaling your coaching business, just go on to the first link in the description. You can directly book a call with me, and it won't be a sales call, I promise. So yeah, so without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So first and foremost thing is getting traffic. Now let me just pull up my red pen here. Yeah. So guys, if you are a coach or selling some high ticket coaching offer online and you are not doing 100K a month right now, then you need to work on your traffic. I can't stress this enough, because if you are not getting enough traffic on your offer, it doesn't matter how many data you're tracking. It doesn't matter because you are tracking the wrong metrics. So first and foremost thing in your coaching business, just focus on getting traffic. And obviously I'm talking about quality traffic, because we do not want to attract entertainment seekers or like time wasters. So that's a short thing. And how Brez Scales is doing that, it's actually really simple and genius. So let's take a look at his top of funnel content, which is his Instagram and TikTok. Both are same. So if you see at his Instagram, he had like 250,000 followers. So he is really big on Instagram. And what he is doing throughout all the reels and the post he is making is he is attracting people. And how do we attract people? The best way to attract people or get people to know you, just to know you, like they'll be like, yeah, Brez Scales is someone on the internet. The best way to do it is posting top of funnel content. And what is top of funnel content? Think of it like the lifestyle videos, or the day in the life reels, or mini vlogs. That's also trending right now. And motivational reels. Okay, so yeah, lifestyle content, day in the life content, motivational is what it does. If you look at all these three topics, anybody can watch it, right? It doesn't matter if you are in real estate, if you are 18 years old, if you are 50 years old, anybody can watch it. That's what top of funnel content is. It attracts a broad audience. Now here are also some disadvantages of it, because attracting a lot of people comes at a cost of attracting a lot of non-buyers, time wasters. So we will see how Brez is dealing with that. But first, let's see what he's doing. So 65,000 views, 97.8K, 83K, 1.3 million, 156K, 128K, 185K. So Brez is doing a really, really good job here by attracting a lot of people, like making his brand awareness. And the more people know you, the more people will buy. It's simple, right? And but the main thing with Instagram is even if you are getting million views on a reel, it is not enough. Right, it is not enough. If you have 100K followers on Instagram and you are thinking that you can easily scale to 100K a month with coaching, it does not gonna happen, because Instagram does not nurture the leads enough, or they do not educate the buyers. Because how can you educate in a 30-second reels? Yeah, so that's the point. To do that, Brez is using YouTube, and not Brez, every big guru is using YouTube. And YouTube is the best platform out there in terms of nurturing and selling high ticket offers. Nothing comes closer to this thing. If you are posting long form content videos on YouTube and you crack the code, you're gonna make a lot of money, because I know some of the people who had less than 1,000 subscribers and making $20,000 a month, even 30 to $50,000 a month. And I also know some people who have like 500K on Instagram and they are not even hitting 10K a month. So that's the point, guys, because attracting people is another thing, and attracting the right quality of people is a whole different story. So what Brez is doing, he's posting three types of videos, and obviously there are only three types of videos: top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. Now, how is doing that? It's actually genius. So I'm gonna show you in one sec. So just a little heads up. First, people know him via his IG, because sorry for my writing, he's really big on IG, and he's obviously getting a lot of eyeballs on IG. Now, to build the like and trust factor, he is using long form YouTube. Now let's see what type of videos he's posting. So this one is his latest video. Now see the duration: 36, almost 37 minutes, 41 minutes, 1 hour 3 minutes, 39 minutes. And you can see like all of his videos on an average is more than 35 minutes long. And that's the thing that you need to crack: posting long form videos with getting a lot of views. So in 7 days he got 107,000 views on a 41-minute video. Like, this is crazy. Now, if you look at the title, life as a 20-year-old making $10,000 a day, that's where the magic is. That's where what he is doing different. What most of people is doing is posting middle of funnel or bottom of funnel content on YouTube, which obviously works. I'm not saying that this is not gonna work. If you are a beginner, you need to post middle of funnel or bottom of funnel videos. But if you have a large amount of attention already, now what Brez is doing is just posting top of funnel and mixing middle of funnel and bottom of funnel content in between. So let's take an example. Let's see this 41 minutes video. What Brez is doing, in throughout the video 30 minutes he is just entertaining people, like showing his watches, showing his cars, like the restaurants and premium parties and all this lifestyle stuff. But in the remaining 10 videos, throughout the video, he is just educating the buyers. So he'll be like, okay guys, I am enjoying my life, but do you know how I'm able to do it? I just run an online business and agency or something like that. And also he can add a case study. So he will be like, okay guys, I'm the best part of my life is helping people make more money, and one of my coaching students is making 50K a month and he joined 3 months. So what it does in the mind of a teenager who is watching his videos, he'll be like, okay, so this is 20-year-old and he is making 200,000, $300,000 a month by doing this stuff. You see the point? He is attracting you. Like, think of it like as baiting. So he is baiting people by the title and the 90% of the video, but in the 10% he is doing all of his magic. So adding in case studies and adding in his recent wins, or adding what he is doing, so, or in general. So you get the point, right? So this is the best way to nurture the audience, and obviously the best. So if you are getting a lot of attention online, so you see 118,000 people watches the untold truth of getting rich young. Obviously this is a top of funnel video because a lot of teenagers are going to watch it. And in this video he'll be like, okay guys, one of our coaching students get $50,000 a month in 3 months, and that's it. That's all you need to do. So he is really genius at this. Now this is all about his traffic, so you do not need to overcomplicate this stuff, because I noticed a lot of people who are posting on 10 different platforms: Twitter, X, LinkedIn, newsletter, all this stuff. You just need two sources of traffic. One is short form content, easy to get views. One is long form content, easy to convert. So you are making a balance between both of those. Now, the next step is generating leads. A lot of people can get attention, especially on short form, but they really struggle to generate leads. Why? Because we cannot generate leads if we do not know who we are selling to. Sorry. We do not know who we are selling to. A lot of coaches know that they are selling to, let's say, busy entrepreneurs. But this is not enough. This is not a niche, because there are a million different types of busy entrepreneurs out there. Or you can say like, hey, I'm selling to, let's say, executives. But what type of executives? They don't know their ICP deep enough. They don't know their pain, their fears, their desire, what they want, what is their desired situation, and what's the objections in their life, what keeps them up at night. You need an extreme level of detail for your ICP, and if you cannot do that, you are going to struggle throughout like the span of your business, because there is no point in running a business if you don't know the customer. Right? That's it. How you know it is doing market research. And I'm really big on market research. I spend at least 3 to 5 days with every single of one of my clients doing market research, because I know that spending 3 to 5 days are well worth it, because market research makes the whole process of launching, building, scaling a coaching program 100 times easier. And how we are doing that? We are just jumping on the calls with ICP. So if you are a fitness coach, you can jump on with your audience and find out what's their problem and ideal state, what's the problem, what's the journey of potential client, the problem list, what's the desire, what's the desired situation, what is the gap, and how do they bridge it, how is our offer going to bridge it, what's the unique selling proposition and its details, reasons to believe, why should they believe you, features and benefits, what are the features and benefits of your coaching program or your course or community, the product deliverables, what are the actual deliverables of your offer, sales argument, high ticket of a sales argument, customer verticals, so their age, their demographics and all, potential questions that they can ask, and objections. So that's like, it can be a 20 to 25 page Google Doc. It does not matter, but you need to do it, because it's the main difference between a coach doing 100K a month and you are struggling with 25K, 20K, or even 10K a month. Just do market research, because it's gonna make the whole process a lot easier. So your content will be more dialed in. You will be able to directly speak to your ICP, and your funnels will be more dialing in, yeah, sales page, landing pages, opt-in pages, and ads, even ads, right? So that's it. And let's get back to our topic, how Brez is getting high quality leads. So if you take a look at his Instagram, he had this link, and when we click on this link, there are two links. So you see, first link is my free training, which is obviously a VSL page, like this VSL page. And second is apply to have me scale your brand. So first of all, the second link is for his own agency, and it builds an insane amount of trust, because there are a lot of scam operations going in the coaching and info space right now, because most of the coaches or the gurus, they do not even know what they are teaching. They didn't practice what they teach. But we are not gonna, the situation, right? So letting people know that he has his own agency builds an insane amount of trust and make him an non-guru, because he is actually doing it himself. Now the second thing is his free training, his opt-in page. Now what I told you before, short form content attract a lot of non-buyers or entertainment seekers, obviously, if you are posting top of funnel content, right? Now Brez knows it. So instead of directly saying, hey, just book a call with me, hey, buy my coaching program, or hey, do this, do that, instead of making a direct ask, Brez know that the people who is attracted by short form content needs to be nurtured more. So what how is doing it is collecting name, emails, and phone number, and then giving them a free training. Obviously, that is a VSL. So let's take a look at his opt-in page. And before we go on to that, this is like he's doing the same with YouTube. So every single his YouTube description is same, and the first link is the opt-in page link, and the second link is his agency link. Okay, so now let's take a look at his opt-in page. So it's simple, it's the traditional opt-in page. There is no crazy stuff, crazy designs and all. So simple headline, the VSL, and the call to action. Now let's take a look at headline. The exact strategy I used to go from a fat Fortnite kid. How Brez know that his ICP is normally overweight and they are playing video games, because he did the market research. So that's the level of detail that you want in your market research, and that's the level of detail that you can add in your sales asset, or basically, yeah, sales asset, landing pages, content, ads, if you have done the market research right. Okay, so when we click on the call to action, he is basically collecting name, email, and phone number. Once you submit that, you get access to the actual VSL, which is not some crazy VSL. Like, I know some people running 40 minutes VSL, 50 minutes VSL, but you do not usually want to do that. That's for a different kind of niche, but most of the people aren't gonna use them. Okay, so the headline is not something crazy. So it says the exact strategy I used to go from a fat Fortnite kid to making over six figures per month with freelance brain scaling. He's just explaining how he's making more than $100,000 a month at the age of 20. What it does, it just nurtures the audience and build trust. How he built trust? By actually, you know showing case studies. So he had a lot of social proof. And if you guys, if you have social proof, you do not need anything else, because social proof is the biggest emotional trigger if you are selling something online. Because the trust factor, people are more skeptical than ever, because the trust factor is really low. As I told you before, there are a lot of scam operations in the info space. So you want to add as much testimonials as you can, even if it's small, but you want to add them to your landing pages, because it makes an insane amount of trust, guys. Because in the mind of people visiting your landing page, they'll be like, okay, so this guy is the same situation as me and he achieved the desired result, so can I. So it's the thought process behind that. And yeah, you just need to add a lot of testimonials. The more the testimonials, the easy it is for the people to book in a call with you. Once you click on the call to action, you will be redirected to a type form where he is just qualifying the people if they have the funds, or the right skill set that he is looking for. Last part of getting leads is a custom thank you page. And like 90% of the people I know, they are not doing custom thank you page. They are, after typeform, they just go on to Calendly and it says thank you. You do not want to do that. You need to add a custom thank you page, because it makes a huge difference in your show updates. And especially if you are using closers, and most of the people are, you need to have a custom thank you page. So now we are getting to the last and most important part, which is conversion or sales process. How he is converting the leads. So after the tie form, a setter and dialer takes on the process, and the dialer gonna call every lead within 2 hours. Within 2 hours is really important. It will give you an extra edge over the people who's not dialing, because there's a study, I don't know, from Harvard, or some, I don't know, some business study, but this study says that if you call every lead that opted in into your funnel within 2 hours, the chances of them answering the phone call and booking in a call with you are drastically higher. After 2 hours, the graph goes exponentially low. Like, it was not linear, it was exponential. So the dialer calls every lead within 2 hours of them opting in, and they qualified the lead on the call, asking some questions, basic questions, and like set them up with the closer. And here's the pre-call flow that they are following. Now, pre-call flow is almost the same, because you send some reminders and some content before the call to make sure that there are highest possible chances of them closing. So how he does it? Once you book the call with the closer, so the setter is gonna send you a VSL or some more content to consume, because as I said you, the more content somebody consumes of yours, the easier it is to sell them. And then the setter create a WhatsApp group between the setter, you, and the closer. You get a confirmation 24 hours before the call. Okay, now, on the day of the call, they will send you a reminder 6 hours before the call, then 3 hours before the call, then 1 hour before the call, then 5 minutes before the call. So, four reminder, and at least you are gonna have four reminders into your pre-call flow. What it does, it just bump up your show up rates. Okay, and then finally, link to call. You jump on a call with this closer. Either you close or it was a no show, or they made up some objections like they don't have the money right now or something else. So if it was the case, then the setter is gonna follow a 7-day follow-up sequence, because we do not want to waste a lead who showed that much interest and now like they made some objection and all. So yeah, that's about it, the pre-call flow. Now the last part, which is a bonus for you guys from my side, is if there's any single person making more than $30,000 a month, they track everything. And by everything, I mean literally everything. How they got the lead, where it's paid ads, Instagram, YouTube, newsletter, and why did they book a call, what are their objections, what's the payment collected, how much the payment collected, is it like a split payment or full payment, what's the mode of the payment, and all these things. Because you cannot improve if you are not tracking, because the thing that isn't get measured isn't improved. I think that's a proverb, something along those lines. So but that's all, like you want to track everything, that's all of this, because to make sure we are not wasting a single lead. Okay, so guys, that's it about the press scales funnel. And obviously, him being a 20-year-old gives him an extra edge over the coaches in the market out there. And yeah, so that's it about the video. And if you want my help implementing the systems that I told you in the video, you can just go on to first link in the description. You can book in a call with me. It won't be a sales call. We are just gonna see if you are a good fit. So yeah, with that being said, peace.